You let people in. We will get moving, you guys. All right. Welcome, everybody. This is our webinar on how to create, launch, and scale your 6- and 7-figure coaching business. I'm going to share some great information with you tonight. I'm going to share really the 3 secrets that you need to master in order to do just that. And so before we get started, just a couple quick housekeeping rules. Let me know who's got one of these right next to them. Put a 1 in the chat. Who's got their phone next to them? Put a 1 in the chat so I see it. All right, Laroya, beautiful. Jordan, great. Angela, excellent. All right, so now I know. So I'm going to ask you guys, put that phone aside, turn it off. I got you. Turn it off. And so it's on the record. It's in the chat. So here's what I'm going to ask you guys. And I know you hear this all the time, but I will give you my commitment. I promised you is I'm going to give you everything I know that has allowed us to go from 0 clients, 0 certificates on the wall, 0 referrals to a 7-figure coaching business. And we did that in less than 9 months. And I'm going to share exactly how we did it with you tonight. There are 3 secrets you need to master. And I'm going to show and tell you about each one of those tonight. So I want your undivided attention the next 30, 45 minutes. We have some time at the end for some questions. I'm happy to answer any questions. So before we do that, also get out a piece of paper, take some notes. You're going to be able to implement exactly what I'm going to guide you and teach you on this evening. And let's get going. I'm going to share my slides with you. And all right, here we go. All right, everyone. These are the 3 secrets to building $1 million coaching business. And they are given to you by a successful coach, right? This is really how we were able to start and scale our coaching business. And some of you may be wondering, is the next hour really worth watching all the way through? And this next hour should be worth at least $10,000 to you guys if you watch it all the way through. Now, why do I say that? Well, guess what? The problem. I want you to ask yourself right now, what is it costing you? What is it costing you to not have a clear online strategy? I get asked all the time, John, how do I find clients? I don't know which niche to target. What is my messaging? So what is it costing you right now? If you don't have a clear strategy, you don't know how to go find clients. And yet you want a proven strategy. You want to have a proven strategy. So the problem is you don't have a clear path to grow your business, get more clients, and increase your sales. So let's just say you don't do anything about this. What's going to happen? Your situation is probably going to maybe stay the same. It actually probably get a little bit worse. Why? Because you're going to go spend thousands of dollars, maybe running ads, trying all kinds of different things, and you're not going to get the results because you've been trying that before. So how much do you think this problem is really costing you? I want you guys to let me know in the chat. I want you to pick one of these 3. Just give me an A, B, or C. $1 million every year, 100,000, or let's just say bare minimum $10,000. Let me know in the chat, A, B, or C. What does it really cost you to not have that right strategy, to not have the blueprint to launch your coaching business? Now, how many of you would love and like to have a coach that gets you results? As I said, some of you have heard me speak before. For those of you who have not, obviously, my name is John Tellerico, and I am what I call a results coach, because at the end of the day, the results are the name of the game. You guys are all here to learn how to get the results that you want. Now, we have a proven track record and been very successful to help our clients. We have clients in over 26 countries, and we continue to help them day after day to get the results they want. Now, how many of you, and especially for those of you who are an entrepreneur, how many of your life, maybe your day, and actually if you're a full-time entrepreneur, maybe your minute, right, is like this, from confusion, stress, pain, denial, loss, fear, and then the next minute you're excited, joyful, happy, and it's a roller coaster. This is no way to live, right? It's not any fun. And so what we're looking for is that constant, steady growth and an end to this madness and into this crazy cycle. So that's what Michael Hennel did. He was one of our clients. He actually was over in Europe from our mastermind. When he joined, he said he was destroyed. His business was in ruins. And then last month he hit one of his goals, which was about his business revenue. He crushed his revenue more than 30% of the target. And I love how he flat out admitted he only did 50% of what I asked him to do. So that's what's possible when you master these 3 secrets. Again, so my promise to you, what you're going to learn by the end of these next 45 minutes or so is you're going to learn how you can claim your piece of a 9-figure industry. I'm going to share with you and give you these 3 secrets to launching your 6-figure business And I'm going to tell and share you the 5 mistakes that people make when they launch a group coaching business, and that costs them all kinds of time and money, and the secret weapon of all 7- and 8-figure coaches. All right. So welcome. I see a couple more people, some past clients of ours. Welcome, Jessica. Lisa Yvette Jones. She followed our plan. Guess what? $100,000 in 6 months. Best investment she ever made by working with us. So let's just get right to it. Here are the 3 secrets. We're going to go in detail on each one of these in a minute, but these are the 3 secrets that you need to master. The first one is you need to know your niche. You need to know which niche are you going to target, right? You've all heard that expression, the riches are in the niches. That is so true. So we're going to deal with how to find the right niche in a minute. The second secret is you have to have the right messaging. You want to think, what do people wake up in the morning and worry about? What problem are they having? What problem are you guys having, right? You're waking up figuring out, how am I going to get new clients? I've tried Facebook ads, they don't work. I tried this. I've tried all these different things. I tried the live line, all these different things. It's not working. We want to make sure that our messaging is very clear. And then the third secret is pricing. If you guys have a coaching business right now, I can guarantee you you're way undercharging, because most of us don't realize our value and what we offer. So those are the 3 secrets. We're going to get into those in detail. Now, if you want to make more money, if you want to sell more products and services, you want to get more customers and clients, you have to know how to get attention, and then you need to know how to monetize it. And that's great. Why some people, have hundreds of thousands of followers, but they're not making any money, especially on TikTok, right? You have to know how to monetize it. So what we're talking about tonight is a huge opportunity. It is a $1 billion industry. The coaching business is a $1 billion industry and growing. And online education continues to expand and grow. The last 2 years have proven that. Most people were not working, and right, you could launch your business from the comfort of your own home. It's expected to double or triple in the next 5 years. Now, what do I mean by monetize your knowledge or expertise? What do I mean by that? Well, the business of coaching is growing so fast. As I said, it's projected to hit $1.34 billion this year. And the average salary for an online coach, $231 an hour. $231 an hour. Now, if you can get the attention of the right audience, and then you put the right solution in front of them consistently, what begins to happen? You'll not only get new customers and clients, but you'll also start to build a well-known brand and a reputation for helping people solve their problems. Now, I know that's why we started our coaching business. And I'm certain that all of you who are starting and thinking about starting a coaching business or looking to scale it are doing this because you want to help people. So it comes back to making sure that we get the attention of the people that we want to enroll in our program, and we're providing them with the right messaging. We're sharing our experience, strength, and hope with them that we have what they're looking for. And guess what that equals? That equals influence, and it equals money. Lots of money. Now, the good news is this. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on running ads or buying expensive PR. You don't need to hire some expensive PR firm that's going to charge you $7,500 a month, because we have social media, right? And it's never been easier to get the attention for anything that you want. This means, guess what? It's easier than ever to make money. Think about our ancestors. They would be jealous and shocked by the opportunity you have to create generational wealth right now. There is no excuse for it. So what can this do for you? It can help accelerate your growth. If you already have a coaching business and you want to create more stability and growth, this is for you. If you want to start a coaching business in the near future, you want to do it right away. You can get started literally tonight after we're done. You start mastering these 3 secrets, you're ready to go. Or maybe you want to start a side income. You still want to hold on to that job because you're not quite sure yet. You're ready to make that move, that leap of faith, right? And you can start doing this on the side. And if it's something you really love to do, then you'll start to set dates, getting out of the job and transitioning and moving over to your coaching business as it begins to flourish and take off. Or maybe you just want to move up in your career. You want to learn how to better communicate to people, your teams, and really become a better leader. Now, what we have today is we can reach someone. Now, I told you guys put that away because I'm showing the cell phone, but we can reach and connect to somebody in seconds, right? Global interconnectedness is happening so fast with the device, not in your pocket, but you guys, the one that you put aside on your desk. And the internet and social media is what? It's free. It has given all of us the opportunity of a lifetime to create financial freedom and time freedom. I believe that's what most everyone wants. They want the financial freedom to do buy whatever they want, help whoever they want. And they want that time freedom to spend their time doing the things that they love to do and helping the people that they really want to help. And so most of you, I'm sure, already own a smartphone and a computer. That's it. You just need the knowledge and the blueprint of how to successfully get your coaching business going so you can start cashing in on this opportunity. The opportunity comes back to what? Get and monetize attention. And that's what I'm going to give you right now. Now, there are no special requirements. This is the exciting part. Nothing really special that you need. I told you we were able to do this without any previous certifications, any kind of experience in the coaching business. As you can see there, you don't need any past experience. You don't need a ton of money to get started. You don't need any technical skills. Very basic. You can turn your computer on and look straight at that little white light and get yourself a decent microphone. You're good to go. You don't even have to leave the comfort of your home. And you can stop trading your time for money. I'm going to get into why I believe that some of you, if you're doing one-on-one coaching right now, or even thinking about doing one-on-one coaching, you'll want to move away from that because you're going to ultimately run out of time to trade for those dollars. And I believe that group coaching offers the best solution. Why? Because I believe that we're all in this together. I believe that every time you add a new member to a group coaching program, it adds more wisdom and completes part of that universal jigsaw puzzle of life. Because everyone can argue about before and after, but while we're here to help each other. We're here to push each other because we understand we don't need to compete with one another, but we can create together. And so you don't even have to quit your job right now. Now, for those of you who know me, you know I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit and encourage you. If you're somewhere that is not inspiring and not motivating you, spending time around people that don't do anything for you, moving you closer to your goals and dreams, I'm going to tell you to put a date on that and get the heck out of there. And you don't have to spend years to wait and see results. You guys can have your coaching business up this weekend and start looking and actually attracting clients. Now, I want to just share briefly how personal development and mentorship saved my life. And I want to talk about something really important because I was struggling. I was in debt and I found a great mentor, Bob Proctor and Les Brown, and my whole life changed. And I realized, for those of you who know me, you know how close I was to Bob, you know how close I am to Mr. Brown. I realized that mentorship and coaching pulled me out of my darkest times. And that's why I became so passionate about teaching, coaching, guiding people, mentoring people. And that's why I do what I do, because I absolutely love it now. It saved my life. And I really want to help other people save their lives and really get them doing what they love. So this is why it's so important that you do what you do. Somebody out there needs you. Somebody out there needs what you have, your experience, your voice. And so I'm going to just go very briefly over my story. As I said, some of you may have not heard me speak before. This is the first time hearing me share my story. Again, my name is John Tellerico. I believe our company is called A Million in You. I believe that we have a million in you and more in all of us. And what is that? That's that one unique thing that you do better than anyone else on your planet, on the planet. It's your God-given talent, your gift, right? Your purpose, your mission, whatever you want to call it, your superpower. I'm a self-taught entrepreneur. No one in my family went to college. I design my own life of freedom now. I get up when I want, I travel where I want, and I do the things that I want. But it wasn't always that way, right? I've had a lot of ups and downs in my life and was fired from every job I ever had. And I'm proof that anyone can overcome anything to achieve success. Now, I've been blessed and so grateful that I've been able to work with some amazing clients. Les Brown, Lewis Hauser, we are in Lewis's office in Los Angeles. As I said, my dear friend and mentor, Bob Proctor, Sonia Riccati, for those of you who may not know her. Damon John, we shared an office with Damon for 2.5 years, one of the most prestigious buildings in the world, in the Empire State Building. I've worked with Akon for the last 10 years, Onyx Singhal, Shah Rukh Khan, all these wonderful things. And I did this without having any connections. And I use these 3 secrets to do it. But guess what? I also devote myself to bigger missions. This is what I love to do. I was a big brother for 2 years, volunteered for an organization called Free Arts for Abused Children. That is a cause very close and personal to my heart for very personal reasons. And also, for the last several years, I volunteer for Starkey Hearing Foundation. We give hearing aids all over the world for free, absolutely free, bringing the gift of hearing to so many thousands and thousands of kids and adults all over the world. There you can see the picture. They actually was me giving a hearing aid to a nun. Kind of once she got it working, I whispered in her ear, please put in a good word for me upstairs. I'm not sure if she did that. But anyway, that's my life now. My life wasn't like that before. I grew up, as I said, I grew up in Flint, Michigan. For those who don't know Flint, it's a blue collar town. Had a lot of factories, auto workers there. My dad worked on the assembly line for 40 years. Parents were divorced at age 7. Broken home at a time that wasn't very common. Food stamps and free lunch. It was not a good time. I started drinking at age 12. Let me just back up. I had a woman who was my babysitter, did some horrendous things that no child should ever have to endure. And yet on the outside, my life looked great. But on the inside, I was dying, struggling, suffering, trying to figure out where I fit in. And school was my salvation. I promised myself I was going to get out of there. And so I poured myself into school. And my angel, my guardian angel, was my grandmother. She made me listen to a guy named Les Brown, who told me if I could look up, I could get up. She gave me books, Og Mandino, the greatest salesman in the world, Dale Carnegie, right? How to Win Friends and Influence People, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And so I would start and get excited, and then things would happen and start and get excited. And then it all came crashing down. December 1st, 2009, woke up to a text. I was working for one of the top online marketers in the country, and I got fired. Gave me 3 weeks. You need to get out. The house that I was staying in Texas, we had to vacate. And so I was crushed and felt like a failure. Felt like I wanted to give up. And I didn't know what to do. Ended up packing up, getting a U-Haul, and staying in the middle of Wisconsin for 3 months, trying to figure out what to do. Borrowed money from my brother. And I realized that I wasn't going to go out like this. I realized that I was here for a reason. And that I started to take an inventory of what I had. And I realized I knew these 3 secrets. I knew that if I could just get clear on what I wanted and who I wanted to serve, my life would change. I also knew that if I got clear on how I wanted to help people, on my message, not only the message to other people, but what was the message I told myself? Didn't matter what had happened up until that point. Yes, I was at rock bottom, but I knew I had the ability to be, do, and have whatever I wanted if I would just make some changes. And so I started to look inward. And the third thing is, and this was a big one, I had to increase my value, because at that time in my life, my self-worth, my self-confidence was completely shot. But I held on to hope. And guess what happened? As soon as I did this and started getting clear on these 3 secrets, my life started to soar. It started to take off. There I'm in the offices of Facebook, on the podcast of my friend Onyx Singal. He's done about $350 million online. And next thing you know, I am achieving the gold pin status at Bob Proctor's company faster than anyone has ever done that. 150 clients we enrolled in our program in less than 9 months. Now, let's get to the secrets. So that's my life. So I know if I can turn my stuff around, so can any of you. Now let's dig into this first secret, all right? Finding the right niche. Now I know some people, you have your group coaching program and I ask you, we talk and you say, well, I say, who do you want to help? I want to help everybody. And that is great. It's very admirable. I said the same thing when I got started. And guess what? I was helping nobody because I wasn't getting and attracting any clients. You have to get clear on who you want to serve. How do you find what your niche is? Well, what are you passionate about? Start to think, what are you passionate about? Do you like helping single moms? Do you want to help divorced dads? Do something in health and fitness? Something around money, relationships. You can talk about parenting, family, marriage. You can talk about networking. You can talk around money, about investing. You can talk about trading, crypto, stocks, Forex, health and fitness. You can talk about mindset, talk about weight loss, all kinds of things. So you want to figure out, one, what do you love to do? Because if you're launching your coaching business, you want to be fired up. You want to have that burning desire from the inside. And you want to get very clear on which niche you're going to target. The more specific the niche, the better off and the more successful you're going to be. It's a lot easier to go wide than it is to start wide and come small, because you'll spend a lot of time and waste a lot of money trying to find the right person. So how do we find the right niche? Here is a simple 6-step process to identify any niche. So step number 1, I want you guys to write this down. Identify a problem you can solve. Single moms, right? How to make it while trying to take care of a child, trying to find a job, and just getting by. Divorced fathers, right? Doesn't matter. Identify a problem you can solve. Second step, identify who has that problem. That is your niche. Who has the problem? Step number 3, research the competition. I said earlier, we don't compete, but what I mean by this is research the industry leaders who are doing what you love to do. Supply is infinite, unlimited. So it doesn't mean that for you to have your clients, they're going to lose their clients. No, but start to look at what the top people in your industry are doing and see who currently solves that problem. Next thing you want to do, step number 4, is identify. Fernanda, if you could check the waiting room, please. Step number 4 is you want to identify the unique ways you want to solve the problem. So what can you do differently? This is where you want to use the greatest gift you've ever been gifted, your imagination. What can you do differently? How can you maybe provide better quality service? You know, when we launched our business, I told the team that we wanted to be the industry leader in customer support. We wanted our clients to know that no matter what, they're not just enrolling in our program and then they get just tossed aside to some autoresponder. We wanted them to know that we're with them every step of the way. So what do? We have a daily accountability group they can check in and use. We have 5 different other hours per week that we offer their support for them with some of our top coaches. And so we want to make sure that they know we're here for them. We've got an amazing community we've built out. Can you offer, more? Can you be more authentic? Maybe can you be more transparent? Can you offer some more valuable daily content? Start to think of ways you can create your own personal brand and really be unique. Now, the next thing is, again, then you want to check step number 5. Is this profitable? Is this niche going to be profitable? And am I going to be able to generate the income streams that I want to generate from this? So you want to start to look at that. And then step number 6, you want to test the niche in 2 different ways. Number 1, you want to check the content you're putting out. Are people getting engaged? Are they booking calls with you? Are you getting the kind of engagement and awareness that you want so that people are starting to get to know you? How do you do that? You start to look at how many calls you're getting booked. And then the second thing is you want to now look at the profit. If you're spending $2,000 a month on ads and you're getting 100 book calls and you're getting 10 people to show up from those 100 who registered and you're booking 2 clients and you have a high ticket coaching business, then you can then ramp up and scale your advertising, right? You charge $5,000, $10,000 for your program. You're now making $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 in profit. So what do? You ramp up the 2,000 and you keep going. You need to know the numbers. It all comes back to numbers, sales and conversions. That's how you can check if the niche is the right niche. Now, the second one is we have our right niche. Great. We know who we want to target. Second secret is that you want to master your message. Remember, ultimately, people want what? They want to know if LaRoya, Johnson, Zamir, if you have a solution to the problem they have. People need a lot of hope right now. People are on the verge of giving up all over the world. And so they want to know that you have something that can help them. So you want to master your message. So how can you get clear on your message? Here's a simple little formula. You know how? Think of a specific person struggles with, and as a result, they feel those specific emotional pains. Usually I try to think of 3 characteristics, right? Overwhelm, procrastination, low self-esteem, lack of confidence. Well, and then you want to turn it around and say, well, what I do is your specific proprietary process. Well, what I do is I work with people for 6 months or a year. So my clients get the specific result or outcome that they're looking for. What do they want? So that people can launch and scale a coaching business, for example, right? And what really makes me different is and this is where you guys all want to come up with your specific, unique value proposition and core story. So what we do in ours, what makes me very unique, I don't know of anyone else that has been personally mentored by 2 of the greats. I've got 100 years of knowledge plus flowing to and through me. 60 years Bob Proctor spent his life teaching people how to achieve the greatest success and reach their fullest human potential. He did it for 60 years, 87 years old, and he kept on going to the very end. And Les Brown's been doing this for at least 40, 45 years, teaching people how to use their voice to wake people up. And so I've been very blessed to learn from those two. Bob's mentor was Earl Nightingale, for those of you who know Earl, and Earl worked with Napoleon Hill. And so you want to have your specific, unique value proposition and then your core story. You want to get people to know, like, and trust you. You want to also make sure that they can relate, that you understand because you've been there. You understand what it's like to struggle. You understand what it's like to want to give up. You understand what it's like to be frustrated, not knowing who to trust or who to believe, right? There's some amazing copywriters. I'm sure you guys get bombarded daily with your emails. And what happens? Eventually, you don't even know who to trust anymore because the copy is so good. And yet what happens? Falls way short on the results. How many of you have invested in stuff and a lot of great promises, but not gotten the results of a return on your investment? Let me know in the chat if that has happened to you, because I know it's happened to me. And so that is a formula for getting clear on your messaging. Now, yes, Leroy, I hear you. Yeah, Marie, Raymond spent money, Stephen, of course, all kinds of people. Yes. And we've spent tens of thousands, probably close to, at least I stopped counting after 50. But it's all right because we trust the process and we know that eventually we will find and attract to us the right partners. So here's that simple framework for explaining. I help the audience get this desire without maybe an old method, right? By doing something new. So here's an example. I help chiropractic businesses reach maximum capacity without having to rely on referrals by doing targeted Facebook ads in a way that no other agency does with 100% success rate. Now, if you wanted to turn that into like an elevator pitch or a call, then you could put in a call to action. You can say something like, for your free case study, that's a lead magnet. So again, another thing, you guys, don't let all these fancy words overwhelm and scare you. People love to sell you these funnels for thousands and thousands of dollars. A funnel is basically just a simple web page that's going to take you to give you some information, get you to either sign up and book a call, right? You're going to have your clients. You're going to have a page with information about what you do. You're going to have a link there so that they can book a call to your calendar, and you're going to thank them for signing up. That's your funnel. You can make sure that you have an email sequence that says, thank you for registering, and here's the link. That's all it is. And so what you can also do is you can also give away value, right? The greatest way to see an increase in your business is just give and give and give. Always leave people with the impression of increase. So as I said on some other webinars that I've done, the gold is in the list. You want to build an email list. Whether you don't have any, if you have zero right now, it doesn't matter. You want to start to build the email list. Why? Because all those platforms, you don't control anything. Your email list is yours. You can take it with you wherever you go. And based on what my friends tell me in the industry, each email is worth about $1 per month. $1 per month. So lead magnet is just, hey, I want to give you my free case study. You can say, register to watch this free case study where I show you how I've done this with 3 chiropractors and helped them double their sales in 30 days. They put in their email, you send them the case study, you send them a free PDF, whatever it is, right? And so now you capture their email and start to build your database, start to build your email list. Now, for us at The Million in You, here's an example of what we came up with. If someone stopped me on the street, I would say to them, you know, Carolyn, Justin, many people struggle to find their purpose and achieve their professional goals. When people don't have the right clarity and support, they give up easily, and they really hurt their chances to succeed. And so when people don't have the clarity and a clear path, they stay frustrated and give up on their dreams. That's what I tell people. At The Million in You, we teach you the skills and strategies you need to create permanent change in your life. When people are coached by us, they create more wealth, better health, and more powerful connections. This took me months and months with my team going over and refining this, working on this to get it how we could be very clear in our messaging. And that has allowed us to attract the right kind of clients. Now, I said earlier, I'm going to talk a little bit about, this is something I just threw in here. I want some of you to realize, okay, what kind of content can I create for my coaching program? And let me just share this slide real quick, because there are so many different types of content you can create. You can create something like what we do. We have a 24-week program. We touch on a theme really around goal achievement and personal development and how to think your way into the results in your life. You can make 60-second videos, right? The average watch time on Facebook is 6 seconds. You can make videos. You can do interviews where you're the authority, align yourself with other people in the industry. You can do how-to, swipe files and checklists. You can go on other people's podcasts. You can start your own blog, get featured in publications, Yahoo News, Inc., Entrepreneur, Edutainment. You can tell stories. You summarize chapters of books. You can create your own program, right? You can create your own content. There's lots of different ways. So don't allow that to stop you. Now, Jessica Boyd, I think I saw her earlier. Jessica, great to see you. And with her permission, she has allowed us to share this. This was a huge win that she had. She really thought it was going to take a year to pay off her business startup costs to get going. It took her 1 month. She mastered these 3 secrets. She's extremely successful, single mom, changing people's lives. That's what's possible for you guys. Now, let's get to number 3. The third secret is pricing yourself for success. I've had many calls of people. They tell me how much they're charging, $50 for 4 calls a month. I tell them they should just go down to Starbucks, right? That's when you look at what you're charging. We way undervalue for some strange reason, right? We think that other people can charge the prices that we cannot. And so let's price ourselves for success. Start charging your worth. Stop charging by the hour. Charge by the value that you deliver. Now, let's say Zamir launches his coaching program. He charges people $5,000. They get to spend 6 months with him. Now, if they get one idea from him, one thing clicks over those 6 months, and they go on to make 6-7 figures, he has more than done his job. He has delivered tremendous value, right? One of my favorite books, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. That thing was written, that was a book for the basis of the movie The Secret. He talks about always charge and give people more in use value than you take from them in financial value. So charge by your worth. And when people say, well, you charge $500 an hour, John, or $1,000 an hour? Absolutely. Well, it's only an hour of your time. No, it's not. It's those years that all of you put in of building those connections and relationships, of the trial and error, of the failures along the way. All that work that you put in, all those nights that you stayed up studying and working on mastering your craft. They're paying for your experience. They're also paying so that they can get the result from you. So how do we get to a 7-figure coaching business? Here is the road to $1 million coaching business. Now, you have 2 ways that you can launch a business for your coaching. You can do recurring monthly payments, or you can just do a one-time payment. Either one. It just really, that one depends on you. You just pick one. You can charge every month or upfront charge. So how do you get to $1 million? On a recurring payment model. You find 5,000 people to give you $17 a month for 1 year, and you have your $1 million. Find 1,000 people to give you $83 a month. 1,000 for 12 months, you have your $1 million. You can find 250 people to give you $333 a month for 12 months, and now you have your $1 million. Now, there are people doing all this all day long, and they like to use that recurring model. And this is just personal preference. We chose to do the one-time payment. $7,500, what we charge for our coaching program. And once we hit 134 clients, we hit 7 figures. And as I said, we're able to do that in less than 9 months. And so it just really comes down to which model do you want to use? Now, anyone can do this. You guys, anyone can get their coaching business going right away. Jermaine launched he joined us in our coaching program. He had an income goal of $300,000. That was 3 times more than he'd ever earned. Now, he had no idea how he was going to do it or achieve it, but thanks to what we teach, he actually hit it. And it was December 30th when he told me that he reached the goal. Now he set his new goal for $1 million. Now, Tiffany James, she was able to leave her 6-figure job in a week after working with us. So we know what we're doing. We get people the results. And so I want to ask you guys right now, and think about this. The only thing keeping you from getting what you really want is the story that you keep telling yourself about why you don't have it. I don't have the experience. I don't know how to get clients. Where would I look? I don't know how to create content. I don't know how to set up the program. I don't know how to take money for the program. What do I charge? All that stuff, right? So I want you to let me know in the chat, what is the number one thing that is holding you guys back from really scaling and getting that coaching business going? Let me know in the chat. Is it a lack of clarity? You feel like you don't have the real strategy or the blueprint to succeed and get moving quickly? Maybe some of you don't feel like you have the right network. You need to be part of a community and you don't know really what you're doing. Marie says lack of clarity, and Abby's confidence, all right? And maybe some of you have lacked the belief and mindset, right? I believe. I learned this from Bob Proctor, right? Success is 95% mindset and 5% strategy. We spend so much time worrying about how we're going to get things done when we should be spending our time on thinking about that it's already done. So the right kind of thinking. How do we increase and improve our self-confidence? Making sure we surround ourselves with other like-minded people. And then maybe some of you just don't have that accountability. You know yourselves well enough to know that if you don't have an accountability partner, things are going to fall through the cracks. Those old habits and what we call those mental paradigms, which are habitual habits, are going to creep in and keep you stuck. So which one is it? It may be several, right? So why not you? Why not you have your 6- and 7-figure coaching business this year? We're approaching, the year's about halfway done. It's still possible. There are people who will launch a program in the next week or two and earn 6 or 7 figures by the end of this year. So if you guys can speak, and I know you can, if you can use your experience and you can find the right niche, get clear on your messaging and know your worth, you can be extremely successful. Now, I have a question for you. What would it be worth to have one of Bob Proctor's top consultants? There's 3,000 of us around the world. We are one of the top 10. I'm one of the top 10 and one of the top connectors in the world. I built all those relationships you guys saw earlier from nothing, right? From just kind of mastering these 3 steps. Someone who's worked with Les Brown, Onyx, Singal, Sonia, Damon, Grant Cardone, and many others, to have an expert who has helped dozens of businesses and hundreds of clients all over the world generate a combined $50 million. That's what we've been able to do. What would be worth you to have me point you in the right direction with the proven blueprint? How much more do you think? Let me know in the chat. How much more do you think you would make this year if you had me help you? Now, as you're thinking about this, I want to play this less than 1 minute. Let me just play this short test video for you.
We can take you to a place inside yourself that you can't go by yourself.
How you doing, bro? All right, good to see you again.
I thank you for having me.
Listen, if you're going through something in life, man, you don't feel like you're actually moving with passion, whatever your endeavors are, reach out to my man, John. You know what I'm saying? He got some great perspectives.
John Tallarico is without question one of the most beautiful human beings that I have met in the whole 60 years.
John is one of the best coaches out there.
John in my life is a coach, a mentor, and someone who I truly value a lot. He's changed my life. I know he can change yours as well.
Thank you for having me, John, and thank you all for the rest of you for joining me. I appreciate the opportunity to share with you.
So sorry, guys. All right, so what would you like me? I have a question for you. Would you like me to help you personally, to support you every step of the way in building your group coaching business so that you can achieve financial success faster and easier, knowing with certainty that you're going to follow a proven process that works? Sorry. Now you have 2 options. And I used to go back and forth on this all the time, right? You have 2 options. You guys can do it on your own, trial and error. 6 months from now, a year from now, we may be having the same conversation. Why? Because if you don't get to the root cause of what is really causing you to keep getting the same results, even though you keep trying and doing different things, we're going to be here again. Because it's not the things that you're doing, it's the things that you're thinking, and you don't have the right blueprint. In order to have the right blueprint, you have to actually first go and understand how to create that blueprint. So, second option is we can do it together. You guys can work with me and we can do and get this going together. So I want to invite you guys to join our group coaching program. This is a new course that we just created, and it is called the Group Coaching Accelerator by The Million in You. That is our company. And we would love to have you join us. Now, what is included? So what you get with the group coaching program is our 3 core pillars. We have weekly live office hours that you can attend, ask any question. They're hosted by some of our top coaches. You get that personal support each week on how to grow and scale your business. You're going to get lifetime access to the portal, the learning portal, and the resources 24/7. You can log in and watch all the videos and the lessons. We're going to go over those in a second. And then you're going to become part of our community and a mastermind so that you know that you're not alone in this, that you're not alone in your journey. What is included inside the program? We have 10 different modules from A to Z, everything you guys need to get it going and to launch it and to scale it. You're going to get an 80-page workbook, your guide, step by step, taking you from A to Z. We'll give you the cheat sheets to get moving quickly so that you don't have to continually go back. You have access to it immediately. You're going to learn and get the self-confidence formula, how you can boost your self-confidence. We're going to teach you how to write your unlimited life script. It's great to launch the coaching business. It's even greater to operate and act as if it's already a 6- and 7-figure coaching business. So how do we do that? Well, we create an unlimited life script. And then we're going to give you some bonus interviews we did with, you saw John Osserup, Ryan Tracy, Jack Canfield. We're going to give you some of those bonus interviews. They came and spoke to our clients. Now, what is inside the training program? Module number 1, why we're going to go over why group coaching. I know some of you may be thinking about, oh, I want to do one-on-one coaching. I don't do one-on-one coaching. If I do, I charge $1,000 an hour because you don't want to trade your time for money. So why group coaching? Because it allows you to reach the masses. It allows you to scale and be extremely profitable and impact so many more people. Second module, we're going to talk about how do you master your audience? How do you find that right niche? How do you drill down and make sure that you are actually targeting the right niche? Module 3, we'll go over what we talked about earlier. How do we get that messaging clear, laser focused, so that if somebody stopped you in the middle of the street, you would be able to tell them within 2 or 3 sentences exactly what you do. And they would know immediately if you could help them or not. Module number 4, how do you create this program? What are the key elements that you need to set up a coaching program? And then in module 5, we're going to talk about how do you deliver it? How do you deliver it? Live, in person, or online, all kinds of different ways. Module number 6, you need content. You need content for the program. So what are you going to put in your program? In module 7, we're going to go over how do you facilitate and manage a group? Because what happens when you do group coaching, it's a lot different than one-on-one coaching. You want to be able to have the skills and the confidence to make sure that you're managing the whole group. And in module 8, you want to make sure your clients are getting results. You want to make sure that nobody's getting left behind. You want to make sure that people are showing up for your weekly calls or bi-weekly calls, however you design your program. So you want to maximize their experience. Remember, the goal here is to get them what they want, to help them achieve their goals and dreams. And then in module 9, we're going to talk about how do you market the program? Great, you built this wonderful thing. How do I now go get people to sign up and enroll for it? So we're going to talk about that in module 9. And in module 10, how do you continually review, refine, and rework your results? How do you make sure that you're getting testimonials from people who go through the program? How do you use people in the beginning as a way to offer, maybe some of you don't have any previous experience, you don't have any clients, you can also do some kind of trade. Offer a, look, can you give me a testimonial if I allow you to come to my group coaching program for 4 weeks? Something like that. How do you make sure you're getting feedback? Finding out if you are effectively communicating what you want to the group and also that they are getting what they came to get. So it's so important that you have that feedback. How do you conduct your exit interview? And then how do you actually, ultimately, you want to keep them in your program, right? You want to keep them in your community. How do you then go and create something else and sell them something else that you can create? So those are the 10 modules. We're going to, as I told you, you're going to get the cheat sheets that go along with it. You're going to have your weekly accountability template. Accountability is absolutely the insurance policy for success. Again, weekly live office hours. You're going to get to ask me or one of my team, right? Depending on who is there that week. Anything you need to help you with this coaching business. You have this portal, lifetime access, and then you have the mastermind and community of people, hundreds of people who've already gone through this. And again, we are offering a founder special right now. Normally we charge $1,995. it's $995, or we've actually made it very easy. There's several different payment options. Fernanda is going to put in the chat the link. You guys can see the different payment options, but it is $995. And I want you to just think about this for a second. If all I did was show you exactly how to create and launch your group coaching business, if that's all I did, and I gave you all the tools and support you need to be able to earn an extra $5,000 or $10,000, $15,000 a month to achieve the freedom, the time freedom and financial freedom to live life on your terms, right? With those people that you love, and be able to take more vacations, not have any debt, but actually have financial freedom and feel more joy, more happiness. What would that be worth to you? What would that be worth? I want you to think about that as you're wondering, is this the right program? Absolutely. This is everything that you get. We went over that already. So I want you to ask yourself, are you ready to be our next success story? I want to thank Carolyn because I know she's already in. Lisa Reagan has already joined us as well. Congratulations. So are you ready to be our next success story? Because here's everything you're going to receive. I'm going to share with you the advantages of group coaching, how to find the right niche, discover and monetize your expertise, get clear on your messaging, how to create and develop the right kind of content for the program, how to deliver it, a world-class coaching program, how to market yourself to the right audience, position yourself as the online expert, and then ultimately what? What is the most important thing here? Impact tons of people's lives. Make a lot of money for yourself as well, and achieve your dream life. Now, again, it's normally we charge $19.95. Today it's $995. This, as I said, is the first time we are launching this. There are payment plans as well. Now, I always get questions. And if some of you are clicking that link, I just want to also share something with you. We have two options there, right? It's the course with what I'm sharing with you here. And then there is another option that if you want me to work with you as a group for 12 weeks, if you want me to work with you, there's another option that you can actually have more time with me and have me work with you through those 3 months personally. All right. And there's an option on the page for that. Carolyn Brooks has actually joined that program. And so welcome, Carolyn. We're super excited to have you. Now, I get asked all the time, John, how long before I get results? Great. I'm going to invest more money. How long before I get results? Well, you heard one of our clients left her six-figure job after a week. Lisa Jones she made $100,000 in 6 months. The results will happen based on the amount of time and commitment you make to the program. Literally, with the right blueprint, I told you, we went from 0 actually to 50 clients in less than 90 days. That's what's possible for all of you. Next question is, I get a lot, is how much time do I need to invest, John? And I love this one because they're really asking me, here's a proven system, but how much time is it going to take? And this is where I always ask them, well, what are you committed to? Because what you've been committed to before is not working. So it's going to take some work, yes. You don't necessarily need to work harder. You need to work smarter. Our clients in our other coaching program, the one that we do for 6 months, all invest. We ask them to put in 45 minutes to an hour a day to do the things that we know will get them the results that they want. And guess what? What is it, that one thing that separates people who are successful from those who don't achieve their goals and dreams? They're willing to create and develop the habits, the paradigms that other people don't have. They're willing to do the things other people don't want to do. They'll get up that extra hour. They'll spend an extra hour at night studying. What if I don't know how to get started? This is absolutely why you need this program. This takes you from A to Z, shows you step by step how to create your program, step by step. How is this program different from others? Great question. This program has been put together by someone who's been able to achieve success in a rapid amount of time, who's been personally mentored by one of the greats, Bob Proctor. And so it's different because we have that experience. It's different because we also are here with you along every step of the way with our weekly calls. And it is proven to work because we've had hundreds of clients around the world actually see amazing results with our program. As I said earlier, it is different from others because I am bringing my 100 years of experience and expertise that has come through me through working with people and being mentored by Bob and Les Brown. Les is the greatest motivator and Bob the greatest teacher. That's how this is different than any other program. Now, again, remember what I said earlier. You don't need all of that stuff. You don't need any past experience. You don't need a ton of money to get going up front, any technical skills. You don't even need to leave your home. You stop trading your time for money. Where did we go? Sorry, you guys. Remember what I said? You don't need technical skills. You do need to know if you touch the mouse the wrong way, the slides are going backwards. You don't need to spend years to see results. And you don't even have to quit your job. I know some of you have a job right now, but you want something more. You want something different. You want to actually help and impact people's lives. So you don't have to quit for now. Again, $995. If payment plans, we've made it very accessible and affordable for all of you to get started. For those of you who want more one-on-one contact and small group with me personally, there's another option for that as well. That is for 12 weeks. You'll have me once a week. We'll have a small group of people in that, and I'll work with you. I'll show you how to get this done. All right, in a much more intimate setting. So go to the link. I know we put the link in the chat. Fernanda put it in there. Again, Abby's asking, okay, the difference between the $995 and the program that is $5,000. For the $995, you're getting the course. You get access to our live weekly office hours. Those are my coaches that are there each week. For the other program, it is me personally that you're going to get every week for 12 weeks, where we will meet as a small group every week, and we will work together to make sure you are making quantum leaps and getting rapid success. So that is the other option, and that option you'll see on the checkout page as well. Now, if anyone has any questions, before we get to those, I want to just let you guys know that there are a few bonuses. The first one is obviously you'll become part of the exclusive Million in You community. Share your wins, ask questions. We only invite people to this. We don't just accept everybody. And you're going to be able to have some amazing networking opportunities. We have clients from all over getting and helping each other get on podcasts, booking speaking gigs, referring people to their coaching programs. So that's bonus number one. Bonus number two, I'm going to get on a call with you. I said I don't do one-on-one coaching anymore, but I'll get on a call with you and we'll spend 30 minutes and I will walk you through how to implement and get going quickly. Let's put an end to procrastination, right? And stop being stuck. Let's get you guys moving. So you're going to get on a call with me and we'll do that. I charge $1,000 for my time. That's what I do. And so that's bonus number two. Now, bonus number three is I'm going to share with you guys my 10 laws of connecting. If you want to know how to build a relationship like the ones I showed you that I've been able to create, this guide will tell you how to do it. I've been able to build relationships, partner with, do joint ventures with people who are millionaires and billionaires, celebrities, industry leaders, doesn't matter. This works for all of that. So if you want to really build connections, you want to read this 10 laws and actually start to put those into practice. That's bonus number three. And then I'm really excited about this last bonus. This, you're going to get a free ticket for you. And if you're coming with a spouse, that's fine as well. You're going to get a free ticket. I am hosting my first live event, September 10th in Atlanta, Georgia. And a special guest speaker, speaking of networking, being able to bring people, is the legendary Les Brown. And so I want to invite you to that. You're going to get a free ticket for that, for you and your spouse. If you want to bring somebody with you, that will be on September 10th as my guest. And that will be with myself and the legendary Mr. Les Brown. So all of that for $995. Let's get you guys going and get moving and let us help you get you where you want to go. Now, if you have any questions, anything, the link is in the chat. I want to know who's actually taking action and signing up because I want to know in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I'm going to stop sharing my slides. Raise your hand if you guys have any questions. Linda says she's an action taker. Wonderful. So let's back up to those three secrets again. And if you have questions, Johnson, I'll come to you on the program as well. All you really need to do, you master the right niche. You find the right niche who you want to talk to. You get clear on your messaging. What is the problem that you have a solution for? And then charge the right amount of money and launch your group coaching business. Bye, Laura. Thank you so much. Thanks, Linda. Yes, sir, Johnson. If you want to go ahead and ask your question, sir. You can, there you go. Yes, Johnson.
Right, okay. So I'm from the UK.
Great.
So normally your calls run in the evening hours, which is going to be, very early morning of the next day.
Okay.
So I'm really thinking whether you can provide any,
Great.
calls around the time which can work globally.
Okay, great question, Johnson. So depending on which package, if you're going to do the one that's $49.95, we can work with you and arrange a time that works for you, right? We'll talk to Carolyn and a few other clients, and we'll come up with a time that works for you in the UK. If you guys are overseas and want to do the one that's $995, those open office hours that we actually have those during the day over here, Johnson. So it would actually be early evening. So for example, Pamela Henkel, who's absolutely amazing, has an open office hour on Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern time. That would be either 4 or 5 p.m. over there for you. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. 5 p.m. should be fine.
You're welcome. Jessica Boyd, great to see you, Jessica. You have a question. Let me find you so you can unmute yourself. And great to see you, Jessica. Go ahead, unmute yourself.
Hello.
How you
Hi.
doing?
Good. How are you?
Great.
Thank you for hosting this. It's great. My question is just when does it start?
Right. Great questions. So the one where it's going to be me for 12 weeks, that one will start in the second week in July. So
Okay.
yeah, that one will start in the second week in July. The other one, you guys, it starts immediately. You can, pay and get your access immediately for that one. The other one will start in the middle of July. Jessica.
And what time, the second question is what time are the weekly office hours?
The weekly office hours, we have Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
We have Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. We have Tuesday, which is more of a book study you could come to as well, which is at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And then we have, I believe, Wednesday we have as well. Fernanda or Pamela, if you could let Jessica know what time the Wednesday one is as well. And then
Okay,
the one...
That's for the first program. And then the one with you.
The one with me, Jessica, I will meet with you, Carolyn, hopefully Johnson here and a few others. We will coordinate a day and time that works for all of you. That will be a very small group, limited to maybe only 7 to 10 people. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jessica. Great to see you.
You too.
How's your son?
He's great.
Awesome.
5.5 now. It's great.
Wow. Amazing. Great to see you, Jessica. Angela Bennett, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you, John?
Great.
Okay, so I just want to clarify the one with you
Yes,
is 5,000. Is that correct?
that is correct.
And it goes for 12 weeks.
That's 12 weeks. You get me once a week for 12 weeks, and that'll start in the middle of July.
Okay, so I am currently working with Pamela.
Wonderful.
And I'm moving away from the group coaching, well, just coaching in general, and more towards podcast and TV. Is this still something that I should jump on board with? Because out of the podcast, I will be doing coaching if necessary.
Sure. Well, Angela, I obviously would love to have you, but I would go back to what is really your C-type goal, right? What is it that you're working on? And if you're going after podcasts and TV and going away from group coaching, then I would say no. But if you still are going to continue with your group coaching business or your coaching business, I would encourage you to not do one-on-one, right? Set up a group, Angela. And I would reverse it. And rather, I would use the podcast and TV to then send people to my coaching program. That's what I would do.
Perfect.
That's a great platform you guys have where we talk about marketing your program. There's a great way. You get on podcasts, you get on TV. People are going to ask, Angela, what do you do? Oh, I have a group coaching program. Go over here and you can join.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Great to see you, Angela. Zamir, how are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Excellent.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Well, I want to say thank you first for the program. And so I had a question about finding the right niche. So when you were saying identify a problem you could solve, now is that one that I had personally went through and had results from? Like, how would I get the results from?
Sure. Great question, Zamir. So what are you doing right now, Zamir? You have a coaching business?
No, I'm just looking to get started.
All right. So if you were going to coach somebody, Zamir, who would you love to coach? Who is your ideal client? And this, you don't need to decide on the spot, but this is what you want to start to think about is, okay, who would Zamir love to work with? I would love to work with teenage kids who come from broken homes. I would love to, it doesn't matter, right? I would love to work with the youth in the inner city, for example, right? Doesn't matter. But we have to find out who you want to talk to, Zamir. And then as you're thinking of that, concurrently, you want to start to be thinking about, what do I want to share with them? And I don't know your story, Zamir. I can tell already that you've been through some stuff and you already achieved great results and you are very resilient. And I don't know you, but I can tell that about you. And so you can share that experience, how you've been able to succeed, Zamir. And so the great thing is you can create this program however you want it. So let's go after the people that you would love to speak to, that you know that your message, that your experience, strength, and hope is going to give them the light of the day so that they know that they can get where they want to be and they don't have to be stuck in their circumstances.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we talk about that and we really get clear on that inside of the program.
Thank you.
Emilio, if you will send your information, Fernando, if you reach out to Emilio and get him your information, please. He's in Australia. You're very welcome, Zamir. Anyone else have any questions at all? Any other questions about the content I went over tonight, as far as the right niche, getting clear on your messaging, and then actually charging? If anyone have any questions? Welcome, Johnson. Super excited to have you on board with us. Anybody have any questions at all about anything I shared? If you have a coaching business right now and you're having some challenges, go ahead, Jessica.
Okay, got it.
Uh-huh.
I am bummed. I'm gonna miss the Atlanta. You're doing your event in Atlanta.
We are, yes, September 10th.
I have another event that weekend. Do you know if there's going to be anything else on the books? I'll be in California that weekend for a different event.
I will, right now, I don't know, Jessica, right? We'll get that first one
Okay.
done, but yeah. But that's great. You're going to be at a different events. But yeah, that's unfortunate. We would love to see you.
I know it's a good networking event because I work with single moms. It'll be a mom event. It's called MomCon. It's going to be great.
Oh, that's great. Wonderful.
But yeah, definitely bummed to miss that.
Yeah, you guys, look, even that alone, you get to spend the afternoon with me and the legendary Les Brown. He's going to be there speaking. So that's a great opportunity. One of the few live appearances he will be making this year. So MomCon sounds like a lot of fun as well, Jessica. Anyone else have any questions at all? Anything about the program? Anything I went over? Anything about the 3 secrets we talked about? Anybody? If not, then we will wrap it up. You guys, I want to thank you very, very much. Really, I appreciate your time and thank you for attending. I hope you got great value out of this, and we look forward to, we'll be doing this again. And again, I would just encourage you all either to take action, right? Let us help show you. We know what to do. We've been very good at helping people get the results. Yes, Jessica, one last question. Go ahead.
One last question. So
Sure.
say we want to sign up for the program,
Yes.
the first one,
Yes.
could we upgrade prior to, like, say in the next couple of weeks, we can upgrade to the one with you?
You
Potentially?
can, yes, absolutely, Jessica. We would just, what we
Okay.
would do is deduct that from it, all right?
Okay, sounds good.
Emilio, you can contact me. Fernanda, great questions. Fernanda, if you will send Emilio, if you want to know also, some of you are asking privately about what I do with my group coaching program. It's a 6-month program. It's called the Million in You Group Coaching Program. I teach a lot of material, especially some material from Bob Proctor called Thinking into Results. And that's a 6-month program. We meet every week as a group. And we really get you clear on what is your worthy idea. What is it that you really want? Not what you think you can get out of life. And we cause you to get uncomfortable. And we set C-type goals. We call them C-type goals because why? A-type goals are things you already know how to do. You want to buy a new car? That's not a goal. If you already have a car, you already know how to do that. B-type goals are, those are what you think you can do. And then C-type goals are wants. That's what you really would truly love to do. And C-type goals should be things that you've never done before. The purpose of a goal is not to get something. It's to cause you to grow. It's to cause you to stretch. It's to bring something out of you that you didn't even know was there. And so let's set lofty goals. That's what we do, right? And so if you want information about that program, and there's several of our clients here, Jessica's one, Angela's one, Carolyn's another one. I see Dahlia here, Christine, So many of our past clients, it's great. This is really a community, a family. Pamela, Leroya is currently one of our clients and having amazing success. We would love to have you be part of that as well. And as I said, we do charge $7,500 for that. We do have payment plans for that. And regardless of which program you guys want to invest in, I would encourage you to invest in yourself. You know, Bob used to tell me all the time, they charge $31,000 to become a consultant with the Proctor Gallagher Institute, $31,000. And he said, John, if you're not really willing to invest in yourself, do you really deserve to win? People will always find a way for the things that they want. And so I jumped. No experience. They don't give you any clients. And off we went. And Jessica was one of our first few clients. So was Carolyn and Pamela. And we've had amazing success. When you guys align to what you really love to do, when you have that burning desire and that passion each and every day to go all in, amazing things happen. The universe conspires with you, right? And you get everything that you need. And the floodgates will open with the financial freedom, the time freedom, more happiness, joy, peace, and wisdom. Yes, Angela. You guys, I undid the settings so you can unmute yourself. Go ahead, Angela.
I just went to pay the 5,000.
Okay.
And it says something about GCP special promo, pay in full price. I don't know what that is.
Fernanda, you want to find out what that is? Because that's a good question.
We got the payment. Congratulations. We got it all. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Awesome, Angela. Welcome. That's super exciting. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Maybe you can contact me after, Fernanda.
I will do that, Angela. I'll look into that.
Yes, we'll
okay?
definitely contact you.
Right.
All right.
Anyone else have any questions at all? George, Jordan, Alicia, or anything about anything I talked about? Don't be shy, Carlos. You can raise your hand. All right. Any question, Carlos?
What about if you are not yet a certified coach?
Great question, Carlos. I could see your mind was wondering how to ask that. You don't need any certification, Carlos. I love that question. We didn't have any certification. I had no previous experience. You don't need any previous experience. You have experience, Carlos, in the history of your life, of what you've done and what you've overcome. You can share that with people. That is better than any piece of paper on the wall. Go ahead, Carlos. You can unmute. There you go.
It is applicable even if you're not yet a certified coach.
You don't need to be a certified coach, Carlos. Certified according to whom? Somebody else? Carlos, you're certified by the man upstairs. That is the greatest certification you can get, right? And so thank you for bringing that up, Carlos, because that's one thing that stops people from launching their coaching business, thinking they need to invest tens of thousands of dollars to get certified or to have some certificate. You don't need it. We launched with no certification from anything. I joined Bob Proctor's company, and you learn and earn as you go. And I'd never coached anyone before. And I'll be very honest, Carlos, those first few sales calls were horrendous. I was terrible. But what happens is we don't give up. And then you surround yourself with the right people and you ask for help and you keep studying but you study the right information. School taught you a lot of stuff. They didn't teach you how to think. And so society tells us, Carlos, you need to have certifications first before you launch a coaching business. Absolutely not. You make a decision, Carlos, or any of you, that you are a coach as of today, you just declare it. It is done. And then now what do? You start to act and then take action each and every day. And you see it in your mind, Carlos. You start to live the dream. Visualize. See yourself as the person you wish to become. Don't allow anything outside of you, some certificate or any other thing, people's advice or opinions, to stop you from going after your goals and dreams. Thank you, Maria. I just made that one up on the spot. The man upstairs. Who else has a question? Anyone? Jordan, you're very welcome. Got your comment there in the chat. Excellent. All right. We'll wrap it up, you guys. So really, I want to thank you so much for attending. I know you had choices tonight, and I appreciate you choosing to spend time with me. Implement those 3 secrets, whether you enrolled in the program or not. I hope you got tremendous value. I promise you, if you use those 3 secrets, your coaching business will start to really take off. Get very clear on who you serve. Find your niche. Get clear on your messaging. Get clear on the problem that you solve. You know, I still have a coach, right? I was on a call this morning talking, and still I'm always, look, we can always do better. Always do better. It's working on refining our messaging. And he reminded me this morning, think about it, John, when people wake up in the morning, what is the problem that they have? What is the first thing on their mind? Is it really about networking, or is it about how to maybe launch their business, how to get more clients, how to get more revenue, how to get more sales? That's what you want to focus on. Get clear on what problem you solve and for which people, and then go charge what you're worth. Go charge your value, not by the hour, but charge by what you deliver. Amazing results. All right. Again, if you want to find out more about the program and enroll, the link is in the chat. If you want any more information on how you can actually join my 6-month coaching program, reach out, Fernanda, if you'll put our email in the chat. Put your email in there if you would, Fernanda. And thank you, everyone, past and present clients. Thank you, Emilio, Dan, and Lucia. Great to see you. Raymond as well. Good to see you, sir. Carolyn, super excited to have you on board. Angela, awesome. Johnson, you as well. Can't wait to see you guys soon. Have an amazing rest of your evening or day down under. Angela, we'll talk to you soon. All right. Thanks, you guys. Have a great night. Bye.